In this video, we're going to be going through my ab routine that you can follow along with, and it only takes about 10 minutes. So the style in this video will be best if you're actually following along and doing it while you're listening or watching the video. You can obviously watch it before, but make sure you're just saving this to your watch later or playlist or whatever, so that next time you train abs, you can watch and listen along to this while you're training them. Just before we get started, my name's Charlie. I'm a bodybuilder, BJJ fighter, level 3 personal trainer. I have over 7 years of experience in the fitness industry and have helped many clients gain muscle, build strength and lose weight. If you're interested in doing any of that, then just check the links in the description. And between each set while you're resting, we're going to be going over like why we're doing it a certain way, how to train abs best, and just like tips for when you're training your abs as well. So we're going to be starting off with lying leg raises. So I prefer doing these on a decline bench. You can do them on the floor as well if you don't have access to one of these. So we're going to start by going over the form first. So you pretty much want to lie down and hold on to a handle or whatever is like in the top of the bench. And then trying to keep your legs straight if you can. You want to lift your legs up in the air, but also your hips if you can. Just like that. So lifting your legs up, keeping them straight, and your hips up as well. If you find it's too difficult to either keep your legs straight or lift your hips up as well, what you can do is you can bend your legs to make the exercise easier. So for example, like from here, you can just have your legs like a little bit bent, which will make it easier, just like that. So try if you can to still lift your hips up, even if it means bending your legs quite a bit, just like that. You want to make sure that you're trying to like lift your hips up off the actual bench while doing this and not just lifting your legs up. As if you just lift your legs up and keep your hips down, it will mainly work like your hip flexors, and that's why sometimes when you're training abs, you'll feel it in like the top of your legs as opposed to in your actual abs. So you want to make sure that you're really focusing on lifting your hips up off the bench when you're doing this. So yeah, to make it easier, you can bend your legs, and then to make it harder, you just want to do it like with a weight between your feet or with like ankle weights or whatever. Start with the bodyweight ones. Once you can do them for say about 15 reps, add like a 1 or 2 kilo dumbbell between your legs and then go up from there. What you will find, as it's quite a hard movement and as your legs are quite long, the dumbbell is going to have a lot of leverage over your muscles, and therefore even a slight increase in weight is going to make it a lot more difficult. Even if you only had like a few kilos in the actual weight, it's going to make it a lot harder, and you may have to regress the reps quite significantly, but that's still fine. So make sure you can do like a good amount of reps at a certain weight before moving on to the next set of dumbbells. What you can do if you're a bit more advanced, or if you like to make it a bit more challenging, is you can start doing them with the dumbbell. Once you can't do any more, and just drop the dumbbell down and just doing body weight just with your legs without the dumbbell. Doing 3 sets in total. We're going to start off with set 1 now, so make sure you've got everything ready. So let's go. So we're going to be doing it with the dumbbell. I'm going to go for probably about 7 or 8. So we'll start in 3, 2. As you're controlling it down. And then hips up. Slowly down. Give me that stretch.
I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. 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 Show them.
I'm going to be going into the body weight for a few more. So that's set 1 done, so we're going to rest for probably about a minute and a half. The rest doesn't really matter. Pretty much just rest until you're ready to go into the next set. So while you're resting, we're going to be going over like why we're doing this exercise and why we're doing it in this way. So pretty much any ab exercise where you're going to be lifting your legs is going to mainly work your lower abs. Any sort of crunch or sit-up variation will work your top abs. So this workout is going to mainly be focused on lower abs for the reason that the top abs normally come visible before the lower abs. So if you're cutting, you're going to see your top 2 abs, then the middle 2, and then finally in the bottom 2, so they're quite like a stubborn area. And normally the last actually become visible, so we're going to be focusing on them. Also make sure you're staying hydrated, so drinking water between each set. So yeah, you can do these on the floor, which will look something like this. Similar sort of technique. If you are doing them on the floor, you probably want to put like your hands under your hips to make them a bit more comfortable. And then same thing, it'll be keeping your legs straight if you can, lifting them up, controlling it down to make it easier. You can bend your legs. To make it harder, you can use a dumbbell. So if you're looking to actually build your abs up, you want to make sure that you are actually training them directly. So now they will get used in a lot of like compound movements, like they'll get used in squats and deadlifts to help like, actually stabilize your core. They'll only actually be trained isometrically, which will help them get stronger. It will help like, build more functional strength within your abs. If you want to actually grow them and make them more visible, you want to make sure you are doing exercises like this, where you actually be like moving your body throughout the exercise. So we're going to get set up for set 2 now. Probably going to make this dumbbell a little bit lighter. I'm going to go down to a 10. Okay, so yeah, we're going to go into the next set now. If you feel like you need a bit more rest, you can always pause this video, rest a little bit longer, and then go into it, you know? So, we're going to be trying to go for a few more reps, probably about 10
It's murder.
Up. Same technique, slowly down, all the way. Quickly up.
I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. 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 I killed it. I killed it, it's murder.
And then that's set 2 done. So we're gonna, same thing, have a bit of rest, do one more on this. So what you probably find is that once you can't do any more, you literally won't be able to move your legs up at all. Reason for that is this exercise will be the hardest when your body's like straight and when your legs are down. So it will put like a lot of tension on your abs, especially in the bottom 2 when you're stretched. So that is a good thing. So yeah, we are going to be doing hanging leg raises for the next exercise. So they're going to be similar. Obviously, you're going to be lifting your legs up, but the actual strength curve is going to be the complete opposite. So when this one is hardest when your legs are straight and they're at the bottom point and your body's straight. And then it's easiest when your legs are like bent and your body forms like an L position. Whereas for the hanging leg raises, is the complete opposite. When you're at that bottom point, it's easy. When your legs actually lifted up, it's quite hard. The hanging leg raises that we're going to do next, you can either do them on like a pull-up bar, or you can do them on like a dip station, or you can maybe like set it up between a couple of benches or whatever. And similar to this, we're going to be showing like the progression and the regression and the form and everything like that before we actually go into it. While we're resting, I'd just like to make you aware of a free email campaign that's going to be starting soon. So it's going to be 31 fitness tips across 31 days. And each of these tips is going to massively transform your fitness journey. Going to help you with things like the actual workouts, mindset, motivation, discipline, eating, supplements, recovery, literally everything you need to know to make this year in fitness your best year so far. So again, that's completely free. It'll be starting on the 1st of January. If you're watching this month in the future, and then it will just start from the day that you actually do sign up. Again, it's completely free, and that's the links in the description, so make sure you check that out. So we're going to be starting the last set pretty much now. Again, if you feel like you need a little bit more rest, you can just pause this, rest like an extra 30 seconds or whatever, and then go into the last set. So we're going to go into it now, and it'll be the last one. So, same setup, make sure you're holding the dumbbell tight between your feet.
Change the station with a new shit. Change the station. Change the station. Change the station with a new shit. With a new shit. Change the station. Change the station. Change the station with a new shit. With a new shit.
I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder,
Go crazy, berserker.
So, we're all done on these, so next we're going to get set up for the hanging leg raises in about a minute. So we're going to quickly go through the technique for the hanging leg raises while you're resting. So you can either do it like holding on to a pull-up bar or whatever, doing it that way. I'd say it's probably better if you can to do it on any sort of like dip station, just because your grip's not going to be a limiting factor while you're actually doing it. So very similar to the lying leg raises, you're going to keep your legs pretty much straight if you can the whole time. You're going to be lifting your legs up, but also try and lift your hips up. Something like that. So you want to avoid like just lifting your legs up, try and lift your hips up as well. Lift your legs pretty much as high as you can. To make it easier, you can do it having your legs more bent, so it'll be more like knee raises, doing it like that. Or to make it harder, you can use a dumbbell. So very similar to the lying leg raises. I personally find when doing the hanging leg raises, the weight I can use is a bit less than doing the lying leg raises. So you may want to swap to like a lighter dumbbell, and then similar to the lying leg raises as well. If you are advanced or you want to like train beyond failure, you really want to feel it, you can either start with the dumbbell and then move into doing them with body weight, keeping your legs straight, or you can start keeping your legs straight and then go into your legs bent, or you can do all three like in a row. When you're doing all three in a row, so we're going to get started about now. So lifting your legs and your hips up, slowly down. And then similar sort of thing for rest, we're going to be resting probably about a minute, minute and a half, something like that. Again, the rest isn't that important. If you feel like you're not ready and you need more rest, then rest longer. If you feel like you're ready before, then just rest a little bit less. As long as like you're ready to go into the next set. So as I mentioned with the lying leg raises compared to the hanging leg raises, the strength curve is a bit different. So with the lying leg raises, it's going to be hardest with your legs straight, whereas with the hanging ones, it's going to be hardest with your legs up. So they both have their own pros and cons. They're both good exercises. So if you can do both just to mix it up, make sure you're working your abs through all different like strength curves as well. I don't normally focus on training upper abs. As I said, they're normally visible most of the time. Even at like a high body fat percentage, you're still most cases going to see your upper two abs. So it's never going to become visible first. And it's normally like the low abs that people struggle with. So I say focus on building them up. So we're going to have about 20 seconds more rest and then we'll be going into the next set. So as I mentioned, it's best to train abs to actually build them up, where you actually like moving your body, moving your legs and stuff like that, as opposed to like staying in that same position. So something like a plank would work your abs, something like a hanging leg raise where you're like holding it like that, still work your lower abs and build like the strength in them. But it's best again to do it if you actually like moving your body, as this helps actually build them up. They'll go for like a contraction and the stretch and they'll actually be moving throughout the movement. So we're going to be going to the second set now. So if you're ready, and we'll go in 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're gonna have a bit of rest, do our last set here. So as I said, it's best to do these if you can on like a dip station as opposed to like hanging from a bar. Just because if you do it hanging from a bar, your grip can become like a limiting factor. You might feel like you're starting to slip or whatever throughout the exercise. If you only have access to a bar and you are doing it on a bar, you might want to try doing it with like chalk, for example, to make your grip a bit better. If you are doing it from a bar and you feel like your fingers are starting to slip, then just stop the set, make sure your grip's good again, and then go back into the exercise. You'll want to avoid doing it where you're like holding on by your fingertips, just because it can lead to like injuries and pains like your wrists, forearms, elbows. So yeah, make sure your grip's nice and tight if you are doing them hanging. So we're going to be resting probably about 30-40 seconds more rest, and then we'll go into our last set. So I'm going to make this dumbbell a little bit lighter. Okay, we'll have probably about 20-30 seconds more rest, and then we'll go into our last set. So yeah, if you do need to start making adjustments in terms of like the dumbbell, or you're doing them with your legs straight, you need to do them with your legs bent, and that's fine. In terms of reps, obviously we're doing this to build muscle. Anywhere from probably about like 6 to 15 would be fine. One thing I would say is for the lying leg raise, if you are going to do that and you're holding the dumbbell between your feet, try and make sure you're doing that for quite high reps, as obviously there is a risk you dropping a dumbbell. Make sure your feet are tight around the dumbbell when you're doing that, and even like this one the whole time. If you feel like it's slipping at all, then just stop the set. Make sure the grip's nice and tight on the dumbbell, or use like ankle weights if you need to. Okay, we'll rest probably about 10-15 more seconds, and then we're going to go into our last set on the hanging leg raises. So again, make sure you're staying hydrated. We'll go into it in about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that's going to conclude the actual workout. Again, it's probably only going to take around maybe 10 minutes, maybe a bit longer if you feel like you need to rest a bit longer. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe and like. As mentioned at the beginning, there'll be links in the description to everything off my website, about like the online coaching, as well as that email campaign that I mentioned earlier. So make sure to check both of them out. So now you've done this workout, if you'd like to see a complete guide to back training, then just click the video just here, and then you can watch that as well. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.